Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Monday, January the 8th at 2 p.m. New York time. Company update call. My name is David Cutler. I'm going to be the COO, and this will be an important call today. This will be the last call we're doing on company update on Monday. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. We also got some other changes that are going to be important that I'm going to discuss with you guys here over the next few minutes so you guys are aware of what's happening. So let's quickly go down the list. Wait a minute here for people to join the call to make sure they're on. But basically what we're going to do, guys, is we want to make this a little bit more easier for everybody than what it is right now. It's a little bit challenging to try and keep up with all the work that needs to get done with the amount of staff we have. So taking out time to go and look at things and try to put together the calls when they don't need to be done, we've decided to make some changes. So first of all, let me explain the $50 million pool bonus. Not one person qualified for it. We got thumbs up today from an email from the audit that we needed to go through. So not one individual qualified where they got 100 points to join the $50 million pool. So the bad news is $50 million is not up for grabs for anybody. The good news is we have it in our back pocket that we can use for some other promotion because it was approved $1 from each ticket. So that's the good news. So now we can just put that to some form of a new promotion down the road or whatever we need to do. That's the good news. The $50 million pool, nobody qualified. Secondly, there were only 3 people we're aware of that qualified for the $1,000 per ticket. They had a window to get them in, and we believe there's only 3. We're still waiting for the final conversation on that. Now, the reason we brought this up today is we've had some people contacting us and wanted to know about their payout. Well, first of all, there was a lady that had contacted us, said that she had sold 3 tickets, and in fact, there was only 2 tickets sold. The third person, she said, never actually sent in any payment. However, guys, I know it's important, but we have to look at everybody out there. We also shared with people exactly on the call how that payment would be. It would be after the 10 million tickets had been sold, would you get the payout? So please go back to your YouTube channel. It was the last 2 weeks of October. You'll be able to reach them and look at the video. So for those of you who are looking at the payout, if you're in the top 3, congratulations, you did make it. You're going to get $1,000 each ticket. It's after 10 million tickets that are sold. Next, we want to also let people know that there are private lives that people have with the company. Therefore, reaching out on Facebook, trying to get things done over the weekend when you know we're officially closed. Please, guys, it doesn't work like that. You're only going to get most probably, somebody's going to defriend you or something. We don't need to be hearing about work issues when they're not that important on a weekend when people are taking time off. And again, guys, I hate bringing up these negatives on a call, but I have to do it. It's my job. I get an email, and an email says I have to address these things. So again, quick recap: there is no 50 million pool bonus because nobody qualified for it. Not a single person got the 100 points. Number one. Number two, there were, we believe, 3, possibly 4 that are entitled to $1,000 each ticket who sold 3 actual tickets within that week frame. There was only a 7-day week frame, and then we extended it the extra day to the Sunday night on a Saturday call. The requirements on that was if you hadn't paid, then you would get paid the $1,000 in each ticket when we get to 10 million ticket sales. If any of you have got some other imagination or believe it was said something different, please visit the webinar. It was the last 2 weeks of October. You can go back to YouTube and you can see them links. Okay, now, the only other negative news I've got currently today is the schedule for calls. So the call schedule is going to change. There's going to be a Wednesday call, which is going to be a combined of a company update call, which what we're doing today, plus an informational call about what's going on with the company. That's going to be on Wednesdays, and that's going to stay at 4 p.m. That's the only call. And Saturday now, which will happen. There's 2 a week. As we move forward, we're going to be focusing on our most important parts, what we need to do, which is obviously get things launched. There's going to be a new link this Saturday going to be introduced to you. It's going to be a sign-up link that you guys, and this is where you need to listen carefully, guys. There's going to be a sign up link that you can start building your team out for Match It, playing in the Match It game. So what's going to happen is you're going to get introduced to that on Saturday, and then your 5 layers of people that play in the Magic game are going to pay you rewards. So make sure you are signing up your 5 individuals. There will be required a first name, a last name, an email verification, obviously an email address at this time. We don't think there'll be any more. There may be a tick box just saying that you're over 18 years of age. Now, we are considering allowing younger people all the way down to the age of 13 participating and playing in the Magic game. The reason being is we're a very clean company. We don't have any negative, we don't have any bad ads and things like that. So we are considering bringing the age down to 13 to play into the game. And then they would have their own site from 13 to 18 that then can bid on using their points to bid on prizes. It could be school equipment, it could be backpacks, it can be stuff like that, what people, the kids would want to have, computers and things. So we're kind of excited if we can get that approved, that we can open up for a younger generation. But this Saturday, it will be opening up where you'll have to tick and say that you're above 18 years of age. Now, here's the next thing that we want to do. The share issue will stop this Saturday. This Saturday. So after that, there's no more shares being issued for Avazoo. So one of the reasons being is the auditor looked at some people's postings, and they are text form postings. You're cutting, copying, and pasting from things like books. So what's going to happen, guys, and I brought this up when I introduced the program, you can't do that. You've got to write your 60 word minimum phrase. So what's going to happen is they are now looking at each one of the people that are writing. They're just cutting from books. They're taking books and they're finding an image and they're cutting it and they're taking that text. That's not you putting effort forward to receive the shares about the company. You should be talking about the company and doing a thread and talking about what you've been doing actively with the company. So guys, as of right now, we are not going to just close it today because it's unfair on the people that are doing the real deal. But come Saturday or the 10th, that will be closed. If we can get it sorted out with some requirements of what you do, we may potentially reopen it. We're not 100% sure. So again, guys, as a recap, this Saturday there will be a sign up page that you'll go to. That sign up page is just where you're going to start building your tree. Now, what's important about this, there is 15% of every winnings. 15% of every winnings will go into that pool. It's called a winner's circle. Other people call it things like power line and other names. We're calling it a winner's circle. So what's going to happen is anybody that comes into Match It and plays into the game, that whatever they win, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, doesn't matter what they win, 15% will go into this pool. This pool then will issue the points out instantly. We originally was going to do it at the end of the day. So if there's a winner today, and that person wins $500, and 15% of that $500 now goes into the pool, it will spit out the points to the individual player straight away, so they can go to the auction site and they will be able to bid on things straight away on the auction site. So guys, that is now been put in place, so it's done. I'm just looking at a note. You just read. Yeah, Theo, we're talking about, you are the second person that we are talking about. Um, you must go back and watch the presentation. You are one of the people that sold the 3 tickets. Congratulations. So that's good news. But in the presentation, when we announced it, the payout of that $1,000 each is when we reach 10 million in ticket sales. So yes, you are one of the 3 or 4 people that have got the ticket sales. And yes, we have been praying, the staff today, for your daughter who's in hospital, that we hope that she works out and that everything is good. But there is nothing, unfortunately, we can do, because if we paid it out to you, Theo, we'd have to pay it out to the other people, and that is not what the regulator will allow us to do. So obviously praying for you and hope that everything works out. And please keep us updated, and we'll continue asking people to pray for you. Okay, so guys, moving on down here. So in this sign up process, which goes on Monday, will be on Saturday, will be for you guys to sign up as many as you want in your team. And when them team people win, they in that 5 levels, they're going to pay back. Oh, sorry, the 5 levels pay back to you as it is. However, at 15% of anybody in that sign up will go into a pool where you'll receive points. Now, we're going to hopefully have a diagram for you this upcoming Saturday. There's a few changes that we've had to do due to some health issues with Paul. We're waiting for the legal team to approve everything. And if we can get everything approved today, tomorrow, on Wednesday, we'll tell you what the new changes are so you're all aware of it, so you know what's going on. Also, guys, additionally on what we wanted to mention was about the shares, what are going to be done, so there's no confusion. The shares are issued to you where if the official close date is on the 10th, the audit will go through. It will take up to 2 weeks to audit and count everything. They're going to look at all of your postings. If a posting is a copy and paste posting, it will not be counted. Okay, again, this was not what we announced and we launched. So please make sure you change the words, you write something, you talk about what's going on, the cause. It has to be related to the CRC, Avazoo, and what we're doing. However, we're going to honor what's been done because we haven't expressed this further. So that means from this day forward, reading right now, 2 p.m. New York time, you cannot cut and paste something. Whatever you've done in the past, we would not take that away from you. It's not how we do things. We would not take that away from you. But from here on inwards, please make sure if you see postings that are phrases, that's okay, but you must add additional words. So if you say the phrase is good morning, the quote of the day from so and so passage book is whatever, that's okay, but you must put some words to it. You can put quotes in there, but you can't just go and cut and paste them off of Google, which is what's been happening. So that has to stop today, guys. But going forward, we will turn around and obviously anything that is cut and paste will not count as a share. Once that's done within 2 weeks after Saturday, you'll receive a signed letter from the legal department with your share offering, exactly what the shares are, so you know you have them. But again, so there's no confusion, that does not mean to say you can go out and sell the shares next week, which a lot of people seem to think in their mind they can do. You cannot do that. It's a share offering. That means on such and such a date, you will be able to exercise that share offering. What is that date? That date is when the first raffle has been completed. Okay, so you own these shares, they're yours, they cannot be sold to anybody else, they can't be given to anybody else, they are your shares. However, you can't sell them until after the first raffle. So make sure you understand. Now, the way it's done is it's called exercising your right. So in the document, it's going to say you've got 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, whatever the amount of shares you have of the company. Then what it's going to say is that they will be executed for a cost of $1. It's not $1 per share, it's $1 for all of the amount of shares. So remember, if you post, and as long as you post 10 minutes apart, 15 minutes apart, and it's not a cut and paste, it's something about a cause. It could be something about in your local city that's going on, charity. It could be about somebody that is done incredible things, and there's a story about it. If you quote and put them in there, you can continue getting these shares each week. And as remember, the share value 1 year ago, they put on it, they projected it at $94 a share. So basically $100 a share. So every time you're writing that little script, it's coming down to about $100 in valuation for you. So please take advantage of it while you can. But again, I want to just make sure everybody understands this Saturday, there will be a new sign up form. It is not tied to Avazoo, it's not tied to Ripple. It's a new sign up form for the winner's circle for the Magic game. So what's going to happen is people sign up, you put your team in there. As you start to play, you win. 15% of that will stay in that pool, and then it will be divided out to the people in that pool, and that will be open right now for 30 days. So make sure you listen carefully. 30 days only. That pool will be open. That window will then close. So anybody who's not in it in that 30-day situation will not have the opportunity to get that 15, be part of that 15%. Now, please remember, guys, if there's only one person playing the game, obviously there's a percentage of payout. Typically, it runs between 8 and 12%. We are making the modification so it pays out 20%. So for every 100 people that play in the game, 20 people will be winners. Now, if they pick their pattern and they only win in 10 points, but they pick a challenging pattern and it's got 1,000 points on it, then what's going to happen is that 1,000 points, or whether it's 100 points, 15% of them points go into this group that will be signing up this Saturday. So please make sure you're on the call Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, so you're all aware of where you need to go. You'll be able to do it live. Obviously, you want to sign up, then you want to get your friends to sign up. Now, there is going to be a pre-sign up for individuals that have been part of Avazoo and have been devoted to Avazoo and been on all the calls. They will have an invitation going out to them, we expect, on Friday. You guys will be able to get 1 day head start to get signed up so you can be involved in it. So just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. All right, so next thing, again, the 50 million pool has ended. You don't have to worry about that. We've got that $50 million now to use in a different category. We are going forward at currently that the charity does win points. We've had some feedback this morning from another charity. So there's two big charities that we have spoken to. We spoke to our contact at Operation Smile, and we said, hey, would you prefer to just see money when it comes in, but you may have to wait for the money to accumulate to get to the dollar amount we can send it so we can get the tax break, which is $500? Or would you rather have some points that you can get things like airplane tickets or medical equipment, things of that nature? So we got our first feedback, which was done on Friday, and we got another feedback this morning that somebody said, no, this is a great opportunity as long as the list of gifts are good. So we are working on the different kinds of lists. It'll depend on the charity, whether it's a children's charity or a hunger charity. But now what will happen is, rather than having all the political tape of going through, of sending them money, that money has to go through their accounting, their money has to go through their administration side, they have to take a percentage out. They literally will be able to go to the auction site and say, okay, we've got 50 kids in whatever country, and we need to get them school books and computers and whatever. They can go and bid on the auction site, and then from the auction site it'll be delivered directly to them. So there's a lot of excitement being created around this new concept. It's not been seen before. It's around this new concept. Now hang on, Justin, I see a couple of questions coming in because I saw a star just come up. Do you want to go over the quick questions with me right now?
Yes. Let me just take a look at the questions real quick. Looks like we have one from Julie. For the shares, this is separate from Ripple's program. The ticket sale has to go with the Ripple program, correct? That's
The
from
ticket
Julie.
sale. So ticket sales is for Avazoo. So there is nothing with Ripple. Ripple right now, until we find out what's going on with Paul and his health, we are not going forward as of today, selling tickets or whatever. So for the Ripple program, you guys have all got what we put out for you the other day, or Christmas, a gift to get qualified. That was in an email. I don't have it in front of me, Judy, to pull up. But right now, what we're trying to do is this Saturday, we're going to have a new sign up form, and that sign up form is going to allow people to sign up, and then we're going to turn match it on so that people can play immediately while we're getting the rest of Ripple all put together. So there are some things that we've got to do in Ripple, but we want you guys planning the game as soon as you can, A, so you win, but B, so we win money for charities or points so people can start going out and doing things. And we have a big advertisement firm tomorrow afternoon that's going to talking to us about bringing in big advertisers to go on the match it game. So Wednesday, I'll give you more detail on that because it's more of an update call now on Wednesday. And then of course by Saturday, you know how to do it. But yes, to qualify for that 100, you need to have sold a ticket. I don't have that that document in front of me, Julie, but I'll address it on Wednesday to make sure that everyone knows the details. I sent it out in an email to everybody about 3 weeks ago, so it's in your email and it is in the CRC. So I will address that on Wednesday to make sure everybody has plenty of time to make the necessary changes. Okay, what's the next question, Just?
Okay. Will the shares we earned in the previous 24-hour marathon be part of the current shares to be distributed when we pay our $1 to activate these shares?
Absolutely. So it may be in two different share offerings just to keep it legal. So if you got some shares, some people got 5,000 shares, some people got 1,000 shares. What that would do is that'll come as a share offering, but it may be in two different documents. So it may cost you an extra dollar just to keep it legal because it's two different events. But absolutely, that has been discussed multiple times in the last 6 weeks about getting that sorted out because it was the end of the year. So 100% you'll have the same document, but it may reference marathon and it may reference pre-launch. So we'll just see what it is. But bottom line is, you will have that. You'll exercise the right when after the raffle, and then you obviously you take them shares and sell them, do with them whichever you want. Do we have another question?
Yep. Just one more. Is the Magic game going to be in the new program on still in AppTech?
So guys, right now, that what we I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you, for me to sit here and tell you something that I don't know, then that's just a blatant lie. Okay, the way we are sitting right now to get everything set up with the merchant account, the new banking accounts, the everything what's going with it, it's taking a little bit longer than we anticipated, and we want to be up and going. So what we may do is just launch Match It completely independently, standalone product on its own here in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay. And as soon as that's launched, then everybody can start participating and build their teams. Then we switch it and then drop it into a platform, meaning it goes over to either Ripple, um, which is where it's planned to go. So right now, guys, we're going to get the match it up and going so everybody can start playing in the game. The other good thing is it's going to be web based, which means you guys are going to have the opportunity, don't have an app or don't have a phone, or people don't have a cell phone or data plans, they'll be able to go in on the web base and use it on the web. So that's pretty cool as well. All right. Do we have any other questions, Just?
Nope. That's it for questions.
All right, guys, let me quickly do a recap here so you've all got it because I don't want anybody to miss out. So, in reference to the shares for the company, as of today back, please don't worry. As long as you have them shares, you made the quotes, you're okay. But from here on inwards, the quotes cannot be cut and paste from a book or a statement on Google or something. It's got to be something you write, has to be 60 characters or more. This will end this upcoming Saturday. We may extend, we may reopen, but as of right now, it ends this Saturday. So take advantage of it. That's number one. The $50 million pool bonus that people had to qualify by selling tickets to get up to 100 points. The closest person we had in there was around 60 points. Nobody got to 100 points. Therefore, the $50 million program has ended. There is nowhere to go with that. It's over. However, the good news is, being we didn't use it or allocate it, we now have that in our back pocket that we can use for other bonuses in the future. So that's pretty exciting. There is no more Monday company update calls. It will be done now on Wednesday as a combined call, where on Wednesday we will do an update, and then we will also go through and do an informational call, participate with you guys on Wednesdays. So that'll be a Wednesday call now rather than a Monday. The reason being is, so everybody knows, is we're telling people a lot of things on Saturday and we're repeating things on Monday, and I don't get together with Gigi until Monday night. So a lot of times, like this particular weekend, I didn't get approvals on emails I sent, so that I could get an approval and tell you guys about it. So rather than waste your time, what we're doing is doing it now on Wednesday, so I actually have answers because I meet with them on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, so you guys know. Additionally to that, guys, is there's been a couple of questions. There's some people reaching out to people on Facebook of our staff. And listen, if you're reaching out to me, I've got multiple Facebook pages. I have a personal life just like you guys do. So if you're reaching out to one of my marketing sites, great, I'm on there, but please don't expect me to respond because I don't know everybody's name. If you're on my personal site, I only have 66 friends on my personal site. That's me and my family. So if you're reaching out to some people, guys, and you're not getting responses, don't take any offense. It's that they have a private life apart from Avazoo, and they don't want to be working at the weekends. So please understand, if you're not getting a response, it's nothing against you. It's just that they have a private life. In reference to some people trying to get some money for some ticket sales, okay, there were three people, possibly four, that made a sale of three tickets in the week. And out of that, one of those is a legal issue we're having because the way that ticket was purchased. This is the problems what get caused. Somebody paid for somebody else's ticket three times, okay, to basically get $3,000. So they give out $20 to three separate people, and then three separate people, when we contacted two of them, they didn't even remember signing up for the process. So guys, this is real, it's to do with regulators and keeping things honest, and people trying to break the rules. So bottom line to this, those that did pay, there are three, possibly four, then you are granted your gift, but you will get paid your gift at what we said in the presentation. It's on the slide, it's in the video, when we sold 10 million tickets. Okay, guys, so please don't be sending in requests for money at this stage. We know everything. We have a software program that's tracking everything, so please be on top of it. There are some people that have been blocked and you don't like it. I am sorry, I didn't break the rules. You did, and you got blocked because of some certain things you done. Please be sensible. Don't go out and ruin something that could jeopardize your opportunity to get back on with the company in the future, whether it's raffle two or three. But be sensible. We've got a couple of people out there trying to make some quotes and threats and things like that. Our legal team is a good legal team. I would recommend you. If you broke the rules, then you broke the rules, and you're same as anything else. So we're moving on. We don't need to worry about it. But guys, we're excited. I'm going to tell you right now, we're very, very excited what we got coming. Some of the advertising people that I know this company is tomorrow afternoon really would be good for us because we can increase the prizes immediately. And they're talking about bringing on 100 new advertisers within the first 30 days. Now, that 100 advertisers could have a budget of 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000. So that means that their prizes, remember, we give out points. So that's pretty exciting. And they're excited where we're going. We have a call got to be set up with them tomorrow to get that wrapped up. So that's really good news for us. In reference to Ripple, Paul has got further health issues, which you guys are aware of, that he is taking care of. He'll be back. No, don't worry, he's around. But Paul will be doing what he normally does. He's not changing anything. He's not going anywhere. He's working on Ripple, but he's realizing, just like we all do, when you get started, there's a lot of jigsaw puzzle to put together. Whether it's APIs that you have to build for 360 tied together. So what we decided was, rather than say, okay, on the 15th, roll out Ripple that's not going to be ready and cause other problems, what we're going to do is roll out a sign up, which is a simple sign up process that you can sign up. It's only going to collect your email, your first and your last name. It'll give you a referral code for the future. You go out and refer people, and then people for the next 30 days will fall in this winner's circle. This winner's circle is going to give 15% of all of the winning prizes. And remember, the winning prizes used to be between 8 and 12, 10%. They're now being increased to 20%. So daily, hourly, even by the minute, points will be being issued to that group. So that means that without even paying, you guys will be able to get points to go over and bid on the auction site. Take advantage of this, guys, because it's opening this Saturday. It's going to run for 30 days, not 31 days. It closes. So start getting your team together that will start participating and playing in the game. The more they play in the game, the more points you win as well, because you get points, and so does your upline get points as well. Then points really is cash, which way you got to look at it. It's money, because if you want something on the auction site, you go and bid on it and you purchase it instead of using money or using points. So the more points you have, the better off you are. All right, so guys, please see you on Wednesday. We'll have a bigger and larger update. Ripple's moving forward. Paul's doing what he's doing on there, getting things all put together. But we want to get Magic Game up and going so we can get advertisers in there so they can see what's going on with Avazoo so that we can get Avazoo ticket sales. So we hopefully you all understand. All right, guys, be blessed. Thank you for joining in. And I will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. New York time. Take care. God bless.